What's happening, disc golf fans, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, welcome. I'm here with another disc golf adventure. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. We are at Perkerson Park in Atlanta. Perkerson Park in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are going to go with the red tees. And this park was established in 2014. It's moderate to hard mixed-use park, and we're going to check that out today. I'm going to show you the map here. It's all the sign, and we're going to use the map and just keep going into show you where you are. All right, here's hole one. You're looking at we got UDisc got 240, and on the sign I had 375. So I'm going to keep giving you those stats or those distances and see see how it looks. Here's hole one. Looking at it, and you're kind of pretty much straight, but you're kind of hooking off to the left a little bit. All right, and moving on to hole two. Got a little creek in the park, but it does come into play, and it's not casual. It'll cost you $285 on UDisc, $385 on the signs, and you are definitely hooking a little bit to the left, but you're straight out through that gap right there, and you can kind of see where you end up here. On hole three, we're getting up here. All right, so definitely hooking to the left and trying to stay out of the water on your left side, and pretty cool shots. It's a dog-friendly park, stroller-friendly, restrooms and water available. Let's see, par 59. Look at this approach shot. 5,254 foot. There's 16 layouts to choose from, which is crazy. So here we go. Quick little walk to hole four, which will be a straight, pretty much straight shot through the gap. We'll get a better look at that. 16 layouts to choose from. Shout out to John Ritker, designer and shot for some of these shots, and Gary Vigil for some of the photos, but also with my own here. But I just want to show you. Hole five, you're definitely hooking to the right, and again, trying to stay out of the water, trying to get through the trees. Kind of a cool hole. Hole five is 238 on UDisc, 280 on the signs, and look through the trees here. And like I said, just get up through the gap, get out of the trees, and should be pretty easy par. Or bird, if you can get luckier than that. All right. Good looking park. Not a whole lot of underbrush, as you can see here. Definitely some trees in the way, but nice, clean looking park, except for where the woods are, that you're playing into and playing out of. So it works out pretty well. And again, a couple of shots from different times of the year. You can see what the foliage looks like, and you're getting up to the basket here, right there in the green, in the sunlight. Get a little closer here and show you what that looks like. All right, so pretty clean shot. Just stay out of the road, stay out of the over the bushes, and you're in bounds. All right, so moving on, hole six, definitely got a left bend and pretty short at 184 on UDisc, 240 on the sign. And here's a look at what you're looking at. What are you throwing here? Looks pretty clean. Don't have to worry about the water so much or any OB. Just staying away from the trees. Yeah, so it's a good looking park. Like I said, right downtown Atlanta. There's only a couple of those, and we'll be taking a look at those. Basket up here on the hillside, which is pretty cool. And moving on to hole seven. Hole seven, you definitely got a left hook. You want to stay out of the water. You're throwing. I'm definitely throwing to the water, but just try not to throw in the water. Hole seven is 300 foot UDisc, 370 on the sign. And here we go. Again, you can see where it's located by the water's edge. It's not deep. It's not tough to get your disc back, especially if you got retriever. But it's definitely comes into play. Hole 8, straight shot, coming back in the off the fairway here. Just a straight shot. Just make it good. Hole 8. It's 248 on U-disc, 326 on the sign, and on the layout. I guess depending on which layout you're using. Again, creek on the left. You know, it's bushes on the right. That's kind of a familiar thing here. And here's your look at the basket. All right. Cool stuff. Moving on to hole 9. We've got a par 4 here, 374 on U-disc, par 3, and then the park's sign was 526. Here we go. Pretty straight. Again, water on the left. Try to keep that out of play. And we'll move up here closer to the basket. An approach shot. The basket's kind of like right in between the two in that area. And let's get a little closer here. Look at the basket. All right, and moving on to hole 10. Hole 10's a shorter one. Quick little walk. I like when they put the little dotted lines on the map to show you that's where you're walking to. And hole 10 is a 180 on U-disc, 240 on the park signs. And here you go. Looking up the fairway, look pretty clear, pretty open. Just make the gap. And again, just a little, pretty much a straight shot. Just stay clean. Right. And then a short little walk to hole 11, another little straight shot, and 274 on U-disc, 381 on the side, and looking at a nice little fairway here, pretty wide open gap. I can still miss it. I've been known to do that, but I will definitely try to stay out of the water. Been known to be in there too. Pretty cool. Again, cool course. Cool park, fun to play. Definitely going to be there in the sunlight. But here's a good look at the basket, and then moving on to hole 12. Hole 12, you got a little bit of walk, cutting across another fairway, which is kind of strange. And a big dogleg to the right, so just know that you got a chance to air it out, since it is a par 4, 460, 378 on U-disc. Get out there and move on to hole 13. Here we go. You can see it's a pretty straight shot. You got an island, some trees in the middle, so you got a choice to go left or right. And 13 is 250 on U-disc, 310 on the sign. And again, good looking fairway, bushes on the left, trees on the right. Just avoid that and you're golden. All right, good. Again, good looking fairway, not much underbrush. Definitely some bushes you can get caught in. But not so bad. Not so bad at all. And it usually wasn't, you know, like a bunch of thorns or anything like that. Bradford pear trees, like a little further south in the state, man, that's pretty nasty. All right, moving on. Hole 14, straight shot up the middle, and it's 255 on U-disc, 305 on the sign, and again, good looking fairway. Nice gap, hit that, and move on. And stay out of the water. That's always the big thing on this one. Get around the curve, play it easy, get over the water, and put it right there by the basket. Kind of cool. Moving on from there, nice little walk to hole 15. And hole 15 is another par 4, 447 on U-disc, 534 on the sign, and again, good looking fairway. Just get it out there, get through the trees, and make some progress to the basket. Again, get a little closer and kind of see where that basket's at. All right, moving on, hole 16, short little walk with a little bit of a left bend. Let it fade at the end. And it's 265 on U-disc, 355 on the sign, or the different layout. And there's a look at the tee pad for 16, looking good. Again, get through the gap. And air it out there. See, good looking fairway. A couple little bridges over this little waterway, and definitely bring your retriever. All right, little walk to hole 17. It's pretty much straight shot, wide open fairway from the sign. Looks like 286 on U-disc, 370 on the sign, and keep out of the water on the left. Trees, bushes on the right. Again, you want to stay clear of some of this and make your shot go a little further. Again, good looking fairway. Just miss the trees, miss the water. It's all good. And moving on to hole 18. Here we go, 18. You can see the water on the left. Pretty much straight shot. You got trees in the middle, so you got a choice, left or right on your gap. And there's the water on the left. It's 485 on U-disc, 775 par 5 on the sign, and it's quite a throw. So get up there, get up and stay out of the water. Here's someone who got lucky. I loved it. Love that shot because I had to retrieve a couple from the water, from this park, but it was all good. Like I said, not casual. But here's a look getting toward the 18 and a nice little bridge to get on out of there. All right, that's Perkerson Park in downtown Atlanta. Been here since 2014, and again, cool course to play for sure. If you haven't played it, it's worth playing. All right. All right, that's all the time we have left for today. Be sure to like and subscribe and share this channel with your friends. And we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.